Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIII. I'm going to be exploring the Archylte Step today. And first off, I'll start with one of the, well, supposedly one of the best CP leveling spots. I'm not a huge fan of this spot, mostly because it's boring for me. You can see that I'm getting 99,999 on a normal hit after stagger there. That's pretty cool. But anyways, you get a decent amount, 6,600 CP per round. There's an accessory you can equip to double that, but that battle is extremely difficult, and I'm not even sure that I can survive it right now. It's hard enough to survive when your characters are maxed out, and then you don't need extra CP. So yeah, you just come out past that save point a little bit and head right back down here. All in all, the battle's only a few seconds long. The trip up there and back is maybe 10 seconds or so. So you can rack up, I don't know, about 35,000 CP in about 10 minutes or less. So it's a pretty decent leveling spot. It's not my favorite. So yeah, I'll head back up the hill and we will then move on to another spot. Yeah, I'm just running around in circles because I'm bored. Yeah, as you might already know, I've been doing a little bit of post commentary on these guys because they're, yeah, it's a little difficult to do a commentary when you have to do a whole bunch of small parts like that. This is an interesting spot, real close to the one I just showed you. That's a pretty decent leveling spot, I think. I haven't really tested it out and figured out how much I can gain from it, but this one battle is 1760 CP, and you run this loop, if I can get around there, run this loop out around this outcropping and head back up, and they've respawned. Now that doesn't seem like an extremely good loop, so I did just a little more looking around, and there's another loop you can run that gives you a slightly higher CP gain per loop. The loop's a little longer. I don't think it's quite as good as the Magistatherin and the Behemoth King, but it's still a decent loop. But if you come up here, there's another Magistatherin with a whole bunch of Gorgonopsids, and it's not too difficult a battle. I think you can even do this after you've done a good bit of leveling in Chapter 11. Although it still is pretty difficult for a Chapter 11 party, even when you're fully leveled. But yeah, this is basically just for CP. You're not going to get hardly any gil from these battles, because all you're getting are fangs and claws and stuff like that. Not really worth your time. So yeah, it'll respawn that large group right there. And he's pretty easy to get a preemptive on. You just have to hit him in the right area. 4 Gorgonopsids and a Magistatherin. Pretty decent CP from them. And as I said, it's not that difficult to battle because, you know, Magistatherin, you stagger him, you launch him, and he can't really attack you, so. And of course the Gorgonopsids are kind of just
easy.
Yeah, like Lightning said. Easy. And you get 40-something thousand CP from that one battle. So heading up to the top, heading back down here, and then this group of Gorgonopsids, which you need to hit them before they stand up all the way to get a preemptive. And that first group I told you about, that's probably about 10,000 CP or so in about 30 seconds. Not 10,000. Close to 10,000. 10,000 CP, give or take, in about a minute or 30 seconds. It ain't too bad. So yeah, on to the next spot. this is a place that I like to call Archylte Alley. So you can see where I am right next to the save point here. This is a very dangerous location. There's two ways into the Archylte Alley. One of them you have to fight an Adamantortus, and this one you can sneak past him just a little bit. But you have to be really careful, because if he won't move, but you don't want to run into him either. And you can have a nice view here. I love Lightning's line there. So yeah, you just want to stay about as far away from him as possible. He should not move. I don't think any of these guys move per se, so you can avoid them. That I think it's Adamantiolid there. This is where we're heading. Yeah, Adamantiolid. Right behind him is a path up this step here. Be careful, because his tail can hit you. I don't know if that causes a battle, because I've been trying to avoid it. But up here is a very interesting little cutscene with Saz and one of our favorite returning Final Fantasy enemies.
Huh? What's that? Oh! Chill out there, Greenie. Hey now, stop that already. Oh, you asking for it now. All right, that does it. Come here, you. Oh, you think you real hot stuff, don't you? You just wait until next time, big guy. Oh no, head spinning. Don't go hurling now.
So yeah, this is where we find the cactuars, and as you've noticed, there haven't been any cactuars around. Once you get up to this place, they kind of scatter them at random throughout the Archylte Step. I think it's just in the Archylte Step, and maybe in a couple other places, but I think it's just mainly here. There's a couple of treasure spheres up here. I believe the guidebook says that you need to have a chocobo to access this area. As you can see, I did not have one. What's Hope doing? Is that little dot right there? It looks like he got stuck. Hi, Hope. What you doing? Can't find your way up? Oh, here comes lightning. Lands right on his head. Alright, so let's head back up there and miss the treasure sphere. So yeah, avoid the tail. See how low it gets. You can definitely run into it. Don't know if that counts as a collision or not, so just be careful. Here's a treasure sphere. We get a cactuar doll, which is a pretty good gill fodder. And I'll just fight one to show you what they're like. Yeah, when they see you, they run away from you. Unless you're riding a chocobo, then they run at you for some reason. So he does a cactus dance. You have to hit him early, or else he'll morph into a stronger enemy. Or maybe you'll want him to morph into a stronger enemy. Anyways, his stats are all 7s. He has 77,777 HP. His staggered point is at 777%, or 0.7%. And his staggered resistance is 77%. So for some reason they go with all 7s. The base damage he gives you is 777 damage points. So yeah, you can see all that information right there. He's weak against fire, and so on and so forth. So he's not that dangerous once you're at chapter 13. He is pretty dangerous before that. You're going to have to stay on full-time diversity most likely. But just keep pounding away at him and you should be fine. If he does morph into a stronger enemy though, as I said, he gets stronger, so just be careful.
That wasn't so bad.
The cactuar will drop some, his rare drop is a really expensive thing you can sell, so might be a good idea. This is the other way in to Oerba Alley. As you can kind of see down there, there's some Gorgonopsids fighting, sort of fighting, baying at, I guess, the Adamantortus. Those Gorgonopsids will chase you, and 99% of the time they will hit you, so you have to fight all of them. And yeah, unless you really feel like fighting an Adamantortus, don't do it. So yeah, this is a place you can reach by Chocobo, but the book says you can only reach it by Chocobo. You can also just hop up there like I showed you. It's a little dangerous. You can jump down from here with a Chocobo. You won't actually have to go... I don't think you have to go through Oerba Alley to get in here with a Chocobo, but I don't have Chocobos yet. Oh, spoiler alert, you can get Chocobos. I mean, it's Final Fantasy, what do you expect? So, I will show you that in a future video, I believe. Anyways, I'll just show you another look around Oerba Alley. All of the Adamantulid, Adamantortuses, Adamantoys, any of those guys, they're in the group called Oerba. I believe the Adamantulid is a younger version of the Adamantoys, or Adamantortus. Not sure what it's actually called. So I'm just gonna sneak back past him, and don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. I can do it. I think I can. Yes, there we go. I'm all the way through. Ah. The annoying thing is, if you get stuck there, good luck getting out, because if you restart, they put you on the same side you started on, so you're going to have to get around him somehow, so don't run into them. So I'll just show you the well, let's go sell off that clay ring. I didn't need that. A few of the other charms that you get around the area. It has a whole bunch of charms in Archylte Step. I don't really like them. Cactuar Doll, I believe that's the rare drop from the Cactuar. And it's 12,000 gil, so it's a pretty decent drop. Perfume from the Scarletites are better, by the way, so... Anyways, over to this area. If you can see, that's where you come from the base camp. We are just a little bit to the west of it. And I'll head down this area. Try to avoid these flan. Those guys are very annoying. They put them in just the wrong position. Anyways, you can see this red barrier here. We can't get past it, obviously, because it's a barrier. But if we activate this Seath Stone, it will remove the... What is that, a paling? Seath paling? It says, be warned that the marks for these are formidable, and we're going to fight Geyzeric the Profane. Which, if you read this, ironically, Geyzeric could never harm a fly, it says. And now he's turned into one of the Undying, like you saw in a previous video with Batuitus. And now I'll just speed over towards Geyzeric, because you guys don't need to see that. This is... I think by doing a little bit of these speed ups that I shortened the video about 10 minutes of just me running. So yeah, you don't really have to see that. Anyways, be careful that you don't do what I just did there. You can't jump that distance. You've got to go around it. So keep an eye on your map. Anyways, once you get here, you'll notice that it's a little different. I don't know as if I've shown you what it looks like before, but it's smoky now. It's filled full of Taxim, which I'll go and fight for the fun of it. This area normally does not have Seath in it, but once you activate the Geyzeric Seath Stone, I guess he fills the area full of Seath. I don't really know why. And the whole area kind of gets smoky or hazy or something. Little foreboding. This mark is easy enough to defeat back in Chapter 11, the first time you get here. But me being me, I like to be over-leveled and fight these guys.
Just too easy.
So, yeah, the taxon might be a little difficult in large numbers when you're in Chapter 11. But here in Chapter 13, they're not that bad at all. That's another Seath Stone. That's not where I want to go. Where is it? Have to head towards an outcropping someplace. Head this way. Oh, it's over to the left here. Okay, so once we reach this area, you can see the mark on the map there. And cutscene. Wow, he's a big Seath. Now, Snow is, I believe, 6'3", so that would make that Seath about 15, 18 feet tall, give or take. That's like 6 meters in metric, or give or take. I don't really know. 5 to 6 meters. So, yeah, he's a big guy. He's not too bad. What you may want to do is buff yourself up a little bit, especially in Chapter 11. And I told you earlier that you want to get Snow to have Synergist roll leveled up pretty well. He's got some good Synergists. He actually kind of rivals Hope, in my opinion, once he is fully leveled for Synergy. And then just go and beat him up. Savage Step. And there he goes. And of course, being an Undying, you get a cutscene afterwards as well. And for this mission, you get a Royal Armlet, which I'm just going to go and sell. I guess we set him free. Anyways, this area generally is full of these Adroa, or whatever they're called over here. It's not a difficult area. And hey, look, sheep. And I run into the wrong area again. I do that. So now you can see there's a Cactuar off to the left. They show up in random spots. I'm going to pass that Cactuar about 6 times in this video or so. And some of the spots they show up in are just a little annoying. Like that one, there used to be absolutely no enemies anywhere nearby. But now there are. So I'm just going to run into a bunch of Gorgonopsids.
Oh, yeah.
This battle goes faster and fast forward, doesn't it? And I forgot something, so I'm not going to head quite yet down to that area. I have to activate this Seath Stone right here. Goblin Chieftain on the northern high plain. So these will give you a hint as to where they're located. But other than that, the only hint you got is that pink star on the map, which looks like just about everything else on the map. So it's really difficult to see unless you're on high def. Oh, there it is. It looks like it's down by the Behemoth King and Magister Theron battle. So I'll just run into more Gorgonopsids. Yay. And kill them off.
How about this?
Alright, head off towards the steppe, going diagonally across the Archylte Step. Oh, there's a treasure chest that I didn't get. Let's head towards that. And we will get from this treasure sphere the extremely useful 5 severed wings, which is actually not useful at all. So we'll just head this way, past this Oratoise, past those goblins, no need to fight them. And there's another one, so let's go buy it real quick. Oh, frig, that was close. Holy crap. That adamantulet over there is actually a decent leveling spot. Once you're leveled up so that it doesn't take you 10 hours to beat one, like in a couple videos ago. It's a very decent CP leveling spot because both their common and rare drops are pretty expensive. Here I'm just waiting for them to turn around so I can go and get a preemptive on them. They have a pretty far line of sight, so unless you're a little sneaky about it, you're not going to get a preemptive. And the Blizzaga goes and takes care of their stagger. It doesn't one-shot them. I thought it would. Maybe it does later. And go after the Goblin Chieftain. And once you get a preemptive, this battle is really fast, especially in Chapter 13. You can take this guy on in Chapter 11 with no issues as well. In fact, I believe all of the marks I do in the next video and this one you can do in Chapter 11 without any issues. So we'll just head back over towards that area. It is called the Font of Namva. The area I'm trying to get to that was blocked by the paling. And there's a treasure sphere with a bunch of gil in it. Not enough to really worry me that much. Go buy that cactuar again. And there's another one. So these, what are they? They're not Svarogs. Fizbani? Something like that. They're flying overhead. They generally won't attack you except in one area that's really far to the north there, but it's interesting that they have them flying around up here. And head on past these Gorgonopses. Let's see if I can not get hit by them. Nope. Another really annoying group of enemies. Thankfully, it's not that difficult a battle. But you only get like 1600 CP from them, so it's not really worth fighting. And right here I hit the flan, the dire flan, and have to spend some time fighting with them. And I stupidly forget that they are a lot better to fight in relentless than in aggression. So yeah, it takes me a little while to get rid of them. We done yet? There we go. Okay. I only get 2 stars for that battle. So I'm gonna head over. Notice that the paling is gone. That's because I beat that Glyceric mark. I'm just gonna walk through here slowly without fast forwarding. You haven't seen this yet. There's a flan here who looks like he's fallen into this pit and can't get out. Another annoying enemy. I'll show you in the next video why they're so annoying. But anyways, head on through here. The Font of Namva is one of my favorite parts of the Archylte Step, and you shall see why shortly during this cutscene.
Oh, wait, I know that smell.
This is a really cool cutscene.
I knew it. Hey, you! Are you kidding me? Oh! Wait! Whoa! Wait! Hey, what we got here? New friends, huh? Why don't you go say hi?
It's kind of the most dynamic Saz scene in the entire game, possibly, aside from, you know, Brynhilde.
You keep growing like that, you'll be bigger than me before long, won't you? Maybe it'd be best to just say goodbye here. Hey, oh! Come on! Come on, I was just kidding. Yeah, I know. You're sticking with me till Dodge wakes up. Could be a long wait. No one knows. Oh. Quick. Hey, what would... Oh, wait, you watching me or something? Say something. Or something? Wait.
Didn't want to interrupt. And, you know, I didn't quite know where to begin.
You don't have to begin anywhere. What happened to Dodge? Wasn't your fault.
But, Saz...
You got more than enough weight in your shoulders already. It was my fault at Day, letting Dodge out of my sight like that. That one's on me.
And you're just gonna deal with that on your own? Is that it?
I don't have to. I got this guy. And you? You got Vanille. You weren't alone. That kept you going, didn't it? Listen to me, trying to act all parenty.
Well, don't give up. You're getting the hang of it. Really.
So yeah, welcome to the font of Namva. This is Chocobo City. And I'm just gonna head over here and save and go on to the next video. See you guys later.
It's not over.
Subscribe for another video tomorrow.